Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Coldfire. I'm sorry for the delay in beginning to talk, but I was gathering things around. So we have the Divine Masculine, the Emperor, showing up here at the bottom of the deck. Also, I'm sensing that there is a lot of stubborn energy that is coming back because this energy is very insecure and it is very dependent on the arrangements made by the 3D world, right? And right now, the divine counterpart, the twin flame collective, the connecting energy between that is being forced into a cocoon, and we so it's like a bubble that is being created, a cocoon that is being created, and only within that cocoon uh, we are able to communicate only within that cocoon, with whether it be our divine counterparts or spirit guides or the other twin flame collectives, star seeds. In the 3D world, the karmic entities, the matrix entities, the systems, the belief systems that are in place are trying to force their validity. And the more we contact each other in the 3D, the more it seems that these connections, they suffer. These, not these connections, but these people, they suffer. They are unable to cope with the fact that there is really no guarantee when it comes to 3D world arrangements. They are very, very temporary arrangements, and they need to go. That is what is a karmic contract, and it is supposed to end. We have the Justice card at the bottom of the deck. Yes, there is a very limited time period. It's a very temporary phase, and the karmic connections, whether it be karmic spouses, karmic business partners, karmic family members, karmic friends, they're expecting there to be a long-term arrangement with the divine collective, which is improbable, and it was never there. So they're trying to get the divine collective stuck in the twin flame collective, divine collective, stuck in this agenda of materialistic living and validating in some way, shape, or form uh, the agenda. It goes against the nature of reality. Basically, they want to prove that there is some validity in their hopes of, I don't know, hopes of making a, a very matrix or a belief system based reality the most prominent part of it. But it's just an illusion. They're trying to make an illusion a reality. So let's see what the cards have to say. Let's see if something's going to fall off. I really like the fact that when the cards fall off. Yes, so this is what is happening, right? A conflict within they're trying to create a conflict within this twin flame connection, four of wands. Let's say 11 cards, we have the two of swords. So there is an energy that is there's an external energy that is trying to create a conflict and a stalemate situation. I rather be honest. I mean, every they say that, oh, if it is, nothing is external, everything is internal, but there is residue left from discovering self-discovery, and some things go out into the 3D and come back, like things that we have resonated kind of rebound, so that we have to resolve all of that. We do have a responsibility in the 3D of resolving this. And when we are quite stable in this twin flame connection, we tend to forget the fact that uh, this will the energy that we sent out might come back to be resolved. If it isn't resolved, there is something that is not resolved with the karmic energy that we sent out. That's why there is some kind of stubbornness here. That's why there is some kind of stalemate here. Confusion, ending. Right. I think there were too many scenarios that were placed in front of the karmics, and every karmic there's a set of karmics that are related to all of these scenarios, right? So the 3D matrix basically presented a bunch of scenarios, and uh, we we put a lot of karmic connections in these various categories, and suddenly we feel that all of those categories have ended. It's just ended. These scenarios placed the by the system, by the illusion, by the illusory system, that is the matrix. Whatever resonates with you. So this could be something that you had decided when you were younger, or you just stepped into adulthood, that this is what my life looks like, this is what my life is giving me. And when it comes to family, when it comes to friendships, when it comes to social settings, communities, religion, etc., etc., all of that, romantic relationships, you had categorized a bunch of people, and uh, according to those scenarios, and you thought that this is like the package of your life, you're going to have to carry it out. And suddenly there was a ending to all of that. The twin flames have realized that after their connection stabilized, they realized that this completely goes against them. This is a conflict that they have created in their external environment, or it was that's why it's confusing. That's why it's confusing. And the realization of this, the realization of the fact that in every category you have placed energies that are in conflict with you, has has ended the confusion, getting clarity that there is conflict. And the only stability that you are finding here is with this connection with your divine counterpart. There is only one energy that is stable here. Otherwise, all of the energies that you're attached to are coming forth towards you to be seen as conflicting energy. So this is just a study in conflicting energy that might have been sitting around in the background. Now that energy is catching people who are around you, who are vessels for a karmic soul, right? So they absorb that energy of conflict, and then it's coming up so that you recognize it and put an end to this. You put an end to it, delete it, no matter how brutal, so that a new beginning can happen for you. 10-10, we have the 10 of swords and we have the 10 of pentacles. Once this confusion ends, you will see the final reports on what you have gained. The world card, there's some this is another card of an ending. This is happening all around the world. It's the same thing. Like conflicting energies are coming, are being absorbed by the karmic connections that you have kept lingering around in your life. And then you will have those conversations where you will know that they understand nothing about you, about this category even, and what these categories mean to you. So you're ending the categories where there is a scope for these conflict of interests, energies being open, right? You're ending those categories, you're cutting them out completely. That is when you realize that letting go of this stability that was built on conflict, confusion, and outright drama, betrayal. It feels like a betrayal. So, like a conflict of interest in spite of giving them the appropriate place and appropriate category, they always show up in conflict to your inner stability and in your uh, inner sanctum, right? Of your temple. This conflicting energy keeps showing up. It's a sense of ungratefulness, and that's where the energy of betrayal is showing up. So this money seems to be a very small amount. These resources have very minimal value that have been invested in these karmic connections. So that is the kind of graduation energy that we're seeing with the world card and the hermit card as well. Like, this is what you've realized about your soul, that your soul's journey is priceless. The destination, the promised destination, is priceless. And uh, whatever money was attached to all of this, the value seems so small, very, very small. Okay, but there is a new beginning on the horizon. Like taking a leap of faith that this will come back multiplied. This will come back multiplied. We have the Ace of Pentacles here as well. You know that this will come back multiplied, magnified. Okay, so you're just seeing a very overall perspective on your resources, material world resources that you have. So that view is going to get magnified. It's going to expand. You're going to see all the avenues, and how you have been deceiving yourself. Like, this is self-sabotage, just cards of self-sabotage. This is how you've been deceiving on all the things that the material plane resources that the material plane has um, had to offer you, and you have been missing it out because you've been focusing on this very small arrangement that you have made to basically, it's like somebody comes up to fight with you and say that, okay, you said this, I'm your brother, I'm your sister, I'm your husband, I'm your wife, I'm your girlfriend, my boyfriend, I'm your friend, I'm your school friend, I'm your high school friend, I've known you for so long. uh, you got you got to share your resources, material resources, with me in such and such fashion. And then you categorize them, all of them, whoever was saying whatever, you categorize them, right? and you've invested quite a bit, and that investment has just gone bust right now. So materialistically speaking, there's a lot of loss of money. If you think about it, in this, the investments have been lost. Arrangement investments in housing, investments in workplaces, all of those things, like there were conflicting energies that came and encroached and infiltrated and wedged their way in. So, like a wedge was created between your internal stability here, the communication within the two polarities of your soul. And when there is a wedge and a conflict energy coming in two parts of your soul, it it will the person, the actual physical person that you're closely connected to, your person, there will be a conflicting energy, right? And since this is the predominant energy of conflict and endings and monetary loss, physical, financial loss of resources, you might there might be a possibility that you're facing scenarios in that, like, there is definitely an energy of somebody. So this is us taking cards out for the masculine side. Past. Okay, I don't know why I did that. Present, future, the moon card. The previous full moon, possibly there was definitely monetary separation. There was settlement and payouts here, and the deception that was happening, all of this is secret. This plot, this agenda, the karmic agenda, these people who, the opposing forces, the evil forces, their agenda has been exposed in a way. Why is it exposed? Because the divine masculine is um, still showing up very successful, and their momentum, they've caught their momentum, and they've actually moved away, or they have sent these energies away. This entire program, this entire code, that there is backstabbing and whatnot happening, right? Let's see. Let's get some cards for the divine feminine. We have the Edmund Dulac deck. The masculine has maintained their scruples. You have been successfully, morally successful, in face of so much deception, lying, cheating, stealing. You've maintained your stability, and even financial stability. The Six of Pentacles is balance, and we have 666 on the table. So there is a great amount here. Maybe somebody was in a runner energy, and they were cherry picking some in the divine masculine collective, the divine counterpart that finds themselves in the divine masculine energy polarity. There was a runner energy, and basically all their ideas of running away from this connection, I don't know, it's just that energy that they wanted to run away from this energy and leave the connection behind somewhere, so that they can face all of these challenges. So they were deceiving themselves. They were lying to themselves. They were cheating themselves of being in this connection, right? Being in the stability. So, like, they were probably trying to run away and escape in the dead of the night. The moon is a divine, a feminine celestial body. It's a divine feminine energy. It's like they realized that they couldn't run away from their navigation system. The moon is their navigation system. This is the divine masculine has realized that they're actually following the lunar calendar, lunar activity, right? They're getting a lot of uh, knowledge in at night, in the middle of the night, on how they can walk this successfully instead of running away from it. And no matter how dark or how unknowable the path forward is, the thing with the material world arrangements, they're very evident and very obvious for us to, very practical, we can understand all of those things. But if we are going to run away from our energetic reality and look for the cushioning or the comfort of 3D material world arrangements, and if and and for that, if you want to run away from your divine purpose here, your divine connections here on this planet, and if you and the divine masculine was thinking that they could leave the connection behind somewhere, like they could call it the past with the 666, it's the past, they could call it the past, but it's actually something that is a part of their future. That's why there was a conflict of that's why the conflict is showing up, because what was in alignment with them, their navigation system, with their guidance system, that is the divine feminine energy, they basically turned their back towards it and left it behind and right into a very confusing arrangement, very unreal, very shadowy, very illusory aspects of the feminine, the distorted feminine, the sneaky, conniving feminine energies. They ran towards that, and now they've successfully found their way out of it, out of the runner energy, because possibly they sense that the feminine was always present there. It was always present there. So no matter how much they tried to run away from this, they were literally turned around at every single time. They thought that they were doing it with the intention of leaving the divine connection behind and doing justice to the karmic plane, karmic arrangements. But in fact, at every point they were being guided towards doing justice to this connection. So this connection is very strong. They still do not understand how is it that this connection is working, right? And they are letting go. They're letting go of the how and going into the unknown. They're sending possibly their set of people to embark upon this journey of the unknown, right? I'm not talking about the twin flame connection or the twin flame journey. They have initiated some people in their life, very domesticated and very wholesome and homely connections that they have. They have sent them into, they have encouraged them enough that they will be taking this journey into the unknown of the unknowables, right? Because they're seeing how an unknowable connection, unknowable force, according to the 3D perspective, has led them towards success and victory in spite of their attempt of running away, in spite of them indulging a hi Daisy, blessings to you too, in spite of them indulging with these type of scenarios over the twin flame connection. We have two swords here, so it's like in the past they kind of left this connection behind and focused more on handling this thief, cheater conflict of interests. And I said, it's like they were trying to force something. They were trying to force something that was never going to work out in the first place. Okay, so for the divine feminine, we have the temperance, we have the chariot. So these are two opposite energies again. Even the we have the moon card here. So again, I don't think y'all can see the cards. I'm so sorry. I went on and on about the cards without showing you the cards. Here we go. That's enough. Okay. So the divine feminine is side is also polarity is also uh, the energy is grounded enough. There is transformation, but they're so used to tempering and controlling their energies. But when it moves faster, here with the chariot, we have the temperance card here, we have the chariot card here, and then we have the moon card here. So three major arcanas, and the overall energy here is the the king of pentacles, right? So it's like they were waiting for a helping hand. This is not codependency, but they were waiting for kind support from their elders or people who were their mentors, and they dedicated a lot of time for that support system to be built, that energetic support system to be built. But I feel that they have given up. It's like they have let gone of it. So they've grown up. It's like they have grown up to understand the divine feminine energy polarity has evolved to do everything on their own and chart this territory and see where their source of their energy is. What is the source purpose? What is the source goal? uh, there was possibly very protective connections as well that was holding them back, and they had to show patience. But now it's like they have been allowed to step out. The feminine energies has been allowed to step out and explore itself, get to know itself. And once that process begins in the future, the divine masculine is also going to realize what this what the reason for the success of this connection is, this continuing success of this connection is, even though everything is so unknown. It is everything about this connection is so unknown still, because we're still in telepathic communication. We're still in so we have the hierophant here at the bottom of the deck. We're still in higher self communication here with the moon card in the feminine energies, the hierophant, the higher self, collective higher self of the divine masculine. We're showing up. We're still in higher self communication when it comes to this connection. In the 3D world, everything is still obscured. Everything is all the elements, all the life situations, the circumstances are still in conflict. This 3D world conflict energy coming up. People will want to engage with you in conversations that are bringing to the surface the confusion and the chaos that they have tried to create. And it's just revealing their betrayal, the thought forms, the quality of the thought forms has always been of the kind of an opposition, right? Opposition. And there was possibly a lot of paying attention to this aspect of existence, the opposition and conflict aspect, conflict resolution, and expecting it to be a very expecting it to be sustainable. But the reports are that it is quite unsustainable. It's like a nuclear reactor that's about to explode. If one thing goes out of hand, one thing goes wrong, one benchmark is missed, and that's how it is. It is that's what we have concluded from engaging with karmic connections. That is conflicting souls with us, things that are going against the one soul, the big soul, supreme soul purpose here, right? Okay, I'm gonna get some cards for the connecting energy. There are a lot of fears here. The moon card showing up here twice. There's a lot of fear energy going around. The karmics are also possibly confused because they really thought that the 3D systems that were in place were were very secure, and now that those systems have been shut down completely because they are unsustainable. It was just a trial and error phase, which they presume to be some kind of permanent, but that isn't so. This life is about discovering all souls who are dependent on a harmonious life system based on a harmonious life experience based on a general system in the 3D material world. No, the 3D world is also changing very rapidly all the time. It's always evolving. The factors are changing. So a permanent system that suits everyone of the people on the soul cannot on the surface of the planet. Every soul on the surface of this planet. That kind of system is expecting that system should exist. That perfect system is it's an illusion. It's an illusion. If he's with someone else, maybe that is something that he needs to, that is what he's manifested that connection. Maybe he's in alignment with that, or he needs to resolve some kind of conflict over there that is causing chaos and a drama and this energy of being pinned down, hitting rock bottom continuously. That's why he needs to resolve that energy. That's why he might be with somebody else. He is engaged currently. I see the masculine. When I say masculine, it doesn't have to be male. It can be a female who is predominantly in masculine energies. But I see our masculine energies engaging with people that we need to confront, the people that we need to confront, who have been just redirecting our thoughts, our mental energy to focus on them, right? And if that needs to be done, if we need to focus on the karmics right now to put a for the ending, for a complete closure, for a resolution, right, of this chaos that they have placed, who else are we going to do it with? We have to go to the connections that we have this to resolve this conflict and chaos, to resolve and put an end to, right? So that we can emerge with with our real resources that we have strewn across the world, the possibilities, the actual material world possibilities, right? So we have the Mother of Wands and the Magician here for the connecting energy. We have the Seven of Swords again, and we have the Page of Cups. We have the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That is definitely release. Release. Another plot is being placed, and this is what the counterparts are communicating with each other. There's another plot resurfacing. The karmics are trying to hoard whatever they can. They're trying to hog the divine collective's attention, uh, possibly, and It's like there is something that they're holding back. They have something that they are using, that they're doing, that they're saying. They're possibly going outside. This could be gossips and rumors. So they're holding back on the truth, actual truth of what how they perceive this connection between the divine counterparts, how they perceive twin flames, right? The magician card showing up here. This is a Mercury card. We're going through Mercury retrograde. A lot of things are being exposed right now. So a lot of the things are being exposed, especially the Seven of Swords. This deception is being discussed and exposed telepathically and intuitively amongst the counterparts, the couples, the actual twin flame couples, or divine counterparts, as we call them, right? So this this kind of behavior and activity. So the conversations are also very tough. Like I said, this energy of conflict and debate within the divine counterparts. It is very healthy. It feels very healthy and stable, right? This debate, and two different perspectives coming in, two different polarities coming in, and there being a conflict. It's still stable. But when it comes to karmic connections, it's very chaotic, it's very unstable, and it's leading to an ending. There is longevity here in the twin flame connection. So even if it is another twin flame, it's if it's not your divine counterpart, but you have come across another twin flame and they are part of your 3D life situation, which is also very, very rare. uh, you might be connected with them. You might have connected with other twin flames in the 3D world, but they don't necessarily make a part of your 3D life. Your divine counterpart and your 3D life realities kind of merge together, and then this chaos, this test, this trial of what will you give more attention to? Will you abandon this connection, or will and then there'll be a divine intervention. The temperance card is about that. There's divine intervention that happens. Even the magician card, divine intervention happens where you're made to sit and talk to each other so that you can put an end to these karmic 3D world chaotic situations that are coming in between your journey forward. We have the Six of Wands showing up here twice. Okay, so I'm going to get some fairy oracle cards and I'm going to get some words as well. So there's some rumors that, yeah, on the topic of rumors, okay, there are some rumors that were spread by these karmics just to keep the truth hidden. So these rumors are also asinine. Like, they're so, it's like the rumors range from things like, I don't know, there's something unimaginable. It's just to hide this truth. It's not even to hide the truth, it's to distract. Even though everybody, all the karmics, everyone who everybody knows that you and your divine counterpart are connected with each other, and your conflicts are getting resolved. Whatever conflicts and differences you'll have are getting resolved to stably. So they will come up with uh, a rumor that will distract, a rumor about your connection. Let's say if they are saying that if you all have not spoken to each other for a long time, and they are coming up with uh, rumors that you all have been meeting regularly, you all have been catching up regularly, you all have secret rendezvous, like these candlestick the moon candlestick meetings, and that kind of corrupts the actual reality, the 3D reality, aspects of your connection, right? It puts you in a very uh, distorted life. Your connection, the activities, the 3D activities, in a very distorted life. Lies are that they are basically distortions of the truth. So that is being discussed. All the rumors are being discussed, and they're coming up with another set of rumors to speak. There is definitely something that the counterparts want to communicate. This is about resources, material world resources, and arrangements that a karmic partner might be hogging. They might have done some manipulation, Seven of Cups manipulation and chaos magic, so that they can extract, manifest divine counterparts blessings, possibly most probably the divine feminine's blessings towards them. They're kind of projecting. The projection is also being discussed. Like, the divine masculine is holding back on telling the divine feminine as well. Like, how this karmic or karmics had them believe that they also had the gifts, manifestation, pure manifestation, that you had. That they very, 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 very few people have pure manifestation abilities. The divine masculine also has the divine masculine counterparts, the ones that who have evolved, have very natural manifesting abilities and gifts. They have that is the first thing that the divine counterparts master when they come into physical contact with each other, physical manifestations of their blessings, right? So these karmics have been projecting that they have the abilities of physical manifestation, but what they have is what they have been doing and what they have developed their skills in is uh, physical manipulation. They're actually manipulating facts, actual physical facts. Um, okay, so help is coming from the skies. Their actual spirit guide energy is being their vessels, bodies are being prepared, like in a garden. It could be trees, it could be people who have grown up there. These are orphans. We have the garden card here, and then we have the rider. So there is a set of people who have grown up in a certain locality. They're very, very young people. They might be orphans. This might be a foster home that is coming through, and the guardian over there. The divine masculine honestly wants to can't wait to make this offer. They're very, very ready to make this offer. They know that the time is in the future, a little bit in the future, but they know that that future is coming. They're getting closer to the future. They're getting closer to the future. They know that it is a permanent event in time, like the mountain, like there is some kind of permanency here. So this kind of activation of pure souls and pure minds. Just hold on, I think. So basically, the connecting energy is resolving all of these issues of deception, false projections, manipulation versus a manifestation. There is definitely some kind of hoarding of resources, or they're using resources to manipulate uh, the divine masculine, and they're trying to communicate. So I and it's coming in really fast. Like, if the divine feminine polarity is the navigation system to guiding the divine masculine towards success and victory, the divine masculine energy does the same thing. It reveals the darkness, the shadow aspects of the energies or the one soul that need to be released, and they will require the divine feminine to be consciously aware of these factors and not put them in a back burner, or or leave uh, it needs to be dissected. Divine feminine energy kind of leaves this unattended, expecting the divine masculine to resolve it and communicate it completely. But there is like an intermission. So earlier, when the movies were much longer, we would have an intermission, right, where we would discuss the first part of the movie and what's to come up next. I sense that kind of an energy in the process of karmic endings. This is the process of karmic ending, right? And there is a flow. The conversation is flowing. There's an ancient wave that has been captured, a ancient frequency, a very fluid, a very dynamic frequency of communication that has been activated amongst the divine counterparts, and both the polarities are, in spite of the fact that they're dealing with conflict and deception and false projections and manipulation, right? The conversation is basically about that. And that's why currently I think it needs to be done telepathically and intuitively, because it will be very, very heavy, very heavy. Like both the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles is very, very heavy energy. And we have 10-10 that is ending, right? That if the divine counterparts are in each other's physical presence, these energies, these karmic energies are basically going to really overreact. They're towards the ending, like of something, it always snaps back with a full force. So there, the fact that both the counterparts are hiding, both the polarities are hiding their energies and hiding this connection, protecting this connection. And it's going to go on into the immediate future as well. But the time of uh, this relationship being officiated and initiated in the 3D world aspects of things is soon. It's going to probably the 21st of this month, when we change the zodiac sign into Gemini, right? That is lover season. That's a twin flame season. The Hierophant, we are in Taurus season. So once we are done with Taurus season and we go into the cusp, we have 20 here as well, 21, and then we have 1. And by the 28th, they y'all will be free to speak more about uh, your connection and your implementing more romantic aspects of it, aspects that have been hidden so far while this karmic ending was going on. Like I think that's the timeline for karmic endings and completion and complete invalidation of karmic agendas or needs and necessities, because we can't be pleasing or fulfilling their needs anymore, because it's very, very toxic. It's very deceptive. We have the Seven of Swords coming up here twice. We have the Ten of Swords coming up here. We have the Two of Swords coming up here. Um, and we also have the Moon card showing up here twice when we're talking about karmic perspective. We're literally discussing the karmic aspects here, the divine counterparts, and it's looking very, very toxic. And there's this kind of confirmation here that we need to liberate ourselves. This is the underall energy for the connection between the divine masculine and the divine feminine, right? So the agenda, the main agenda of this communication or this connection right now in this phase is to liberate uh, the world of these karmic agendas, this karmic bullying. Okay, so yeah, that's all I have for you. I will be back with the twin flame journey update, where I will be talking more about how this is such a public trial of the code of honor of the Divine Collective and the Divine Counterparts, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that I can channel your specific details. And you'll also be informed when I've gone live on YouTube. I hope this reading helped. The energies are very heavy at the moment because there's a lot of toxic negativity that we are processing with this within this connection, and we are not even communicating physically. So we don't have any reference point in the physical world reality. This is all happening based on faith and trust in each other, right? So please excuse your partners as they are divine partners, counterparts, twin flame friends, whether they be platonic or romantic. Please excuse your partners. Please excuse the collective because they're really, really dealing with the karmic spouses. There are divorces and endings happening, karmic business partners, karmic social friends, social connections, karmic arrangements within their communities and localities. And that is very, very difficult. The one who those of us who are finding ourselves not dealing with this but just observing it, witnessing it, we are still in a very, very removed space from all of this toxicity and dealing with this toxicity. So they do need our unconditional support, and they're saying that there's a I'm guaranteeing you successful victory and liberation from this. So once this is concluded, you'll never have to deal with these energies again. Okay, so I'll see you later then. Bye.